Hey there, English learners! Welcome back to the Speak English Flow, your favorite place to improve your English while talking about real-life topics that actually matter. I'm Emma.
And I'm Mohin. Today we're talking about something I know a lot of you will relate to.
Speaking anxiety, that nervous feeling before you have to talk in front of people.
Oh no, speaking anxiety. My heart is already racing just thinking about it.
I know that feeling. You're about to give a presentation or even just answer a question in class, and suddenly your hands get sweaty, your voice shakes, and your mind goes completely blank.
Or you practice the perfect sentence in your head 100 times, and then when it's your turn, all that comes out is, um, yeah.
Oh, that's painful.
But why does our body react like this? Like we're in danger?
That's exactly what we're breaking down today. And here's the good news. This feeling is completely normal, and there are simple breathing and mind tricks that can calm it down fast.
Okay, now I'm curious.
And if this podcast is helping you feel calmer and more confident while practicing real English at the same time,
Go ahead and subscribe to the Speak English Flow. It really helps us keep making these episodes for you.
every subscriber means so much to us. Thank you for being here. All right. So, why does your body react like this before speaking? Here's the simple answer. Your brain has a built-in alarm system designed to protect you from danger.
But standing up to speak isn't dangerous.
Right, but to your brain, being watched and judged by other people feels like a threat, almost like being exposed to a predator. Thousands of years ago, social rejection could mean real danger for survival.
So my brain thinks a classroom presentation is a wild animal?
Basically, yes. Think about it like this. Imagine your body has an alarm that goes off whenever it senses everyone is looking at me. That alarm releases a chemical called adrenaline. Your heart races, your breathing gets fast and shallow, and your muscles tense up.
That explains the shaky hands and the blank mind.
Exactly. And the good news is, because this is a physical reaction, we can calm it down using physical tools. That's exactly what we're going to do today.
Okay, so where do we start?
The first thing, and it sounds so simple, but it really works, is to slow down your breathing before you speak.
How does breathing help with nerves?
Think about it like this. When you're anxious, your breathing becomes short and shallow, almost like you just ran up the stairs. That tells your brain something is wrong, stay alert.
Right, and then the alarm gets louder.
Exactly. So the trick is breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4, and breathe out slowly through your mouth for 6. The exhale should be longer than the inhale.
Okay, in for 4, hold, and out for 6. Wow, I already feel a little calmer.
That's your nervous system receiving the message, we are safe. We can slow down.
So just a few rounds of this before I speak could really help?
Even 1 minute can make a big difference. Do it quietly, right before you start. Nobody even has to notice.
Slow breath in, longer breath out. I can definitely try that.
Exactly. And the best part, you can do this literally anywhere, even sitting at your desk before a meeting.
Okay, but what about the thoughts in my head, like everyone thinks I sound stupid?
That's actually the next thing I want to talk about. Here's something that surprised me when I first learned it. Anxiety and excitement actually feel almost the same in the body. Fast heartbeat, energy, a little shakiness.
Wait, excitement feels the same as nervousness?
Physically, yes. The difference is just in your mind, whether you label that feeling as I'm scared or I'm excited.
So I can just change the label?
Exactly. Instead of saying, I'm so nervous, try saying out loud, I'm excited, even if you don't fully believe it at first.
That feels a bit strange, but I guess my body is already in that high energy state anyway.
Right. So instead of fighting that energy, you're just telling your brain this energy is useful, not dangerous. Performers and athletes use this trick all the time before going on stage.
Okay, I'm excited to talk about this. Huh, that actually shifts something.
Exactly. And the best part, this one tiny sentence can change how your whole body responds in just a few seconds.
One sentence. I am excited, not I'm scared. Got it. But what if my mind just goes completely blank the moment I start talking?
That's where the next trick comes in. When your mind goes blank, it's usually because your thoughts have jumped way ahead to what if I mess up or what if they laugh.
Yes, my brain runs straight to the worst-case scenario.
So the trick is to bring yourself back to right now, using your senses. Quickly notice what can you see, what can you hear, and how do your feet feel on the floor.
Just look around and notice things?
Yes. For example, before you speak, silently notice 3 things you can see in the room and feel your feet pressing into the ground. This takes only a few seconds.
Okay, I see a table, a window, and a clock. And my feet feel solid on the floor.
How do you feel?
Actually, a little more here, less stuck in my head.
Exactly. That's called grounding, and it pulls your attention away from imagined fears and back into the real, safe, present moment.
So instead of living in what if, I'm living in right now.
Exactly like that. And your brain can't panic about the future and notice your feet on the floor at the same time.
Okay, what's the last one?
This last one is about training your brain before the moment even happens. It's called mental rehearsal, and it's used by professional speakers, athletes, even surgeons.
What do you mean by rehearsal? Like practicing my speech?
Partly, but more specifically, close your eyes for a minute and imagine yourself speaking calmly and confidently from start to finish.
So I imagine it going well before it actually happens?
Exactly. Picture yourself walking up, taking a breath, speaking clearly, and finishing with a smile. Your brain doesn't fully separate a vividly imagined experience from a real one.
Wait, so if I imagine it enough times, it feels more familiar when it actually happens?
Exactly. It's like your brain says, "Oh, I've done this before," even though you've only done it in your imagination.
Okay. Closing my eyes, imagining myself speaking calmly. That actually feels less scary already.
And the best part, you can do this the night before or even just 60 seconds before you stand up to speak.
Breathe, reframe, ground, and rehearse. 4 simple tools.
That's it. Small tools, but they make a huge difference. And before we close, let's go over the key words from today's episode. The first word is anxiety, meaning a feeling of worry or fear about something that might happen.
Oh, like the anxiety I feel right before I have to speak in English in front of people.
Exactly like that. Next, adrenaline, a chemical your body releases that makes your heart beat faster and gives you sudden energy.
So that's why my heart races before a presentation. Adrenaline.
Exactly. Next, reframe, to think about something in a new and more helpful way.
Like turning I'm nervous into I'm excited.
Perfect example. Next, grounding, a technique that helps you feel calm by focusing on what's happening right now, using your senses.
Like noticing the table, the window, and my feet on the floor.
Exactly. Next, blank, when your mind suddenly has no thoughts, especially when you're nervous or surprised.
My mind goes blank every time someone asks me a question in English class.
We've all been there. Next, shaky, when your voice or hands tremble a little, usually because of nerves.
My voice gets shaky every time I have to answer in class.
Totally normal, and with practice, it gets easier. Next, rehearse, to practice something before doing it for real.
So imagining my speech calmly is a kind of rehearsal too.
Exactly right. And the last word, confidence, a feeling of trust in your own abilities.
And these tricks can actually help build that confidence step by step.
And those are your key words from today. Use one of them in a sentence this week, and they will stick with you forever.
Try just one. That's enough to start. Those words are so useful, especially when you're dealing with speaking anxiety in real life.
I love how naturally they just come up in everyday conversation.
All right, that officially wraps up today's episode.
We hope today's conversation gave you something useful to think about and a little more English along the way.
And if this episode helped you feel a little calmer about speaking up today,
Please subscribe to the Speak English Flow and share it with one friend who gets nervous before speaking too.
that one share truly means the world to us.
Just one friend. That's enough.
See you next time on the Speak English Flow.
Your progress doesn't end here. Click on the next video to keep your English growing. Bye for now.